Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nomi Factory GTCEu hard mode. All right, so here we are today, episode 18. I did some small stuff off camera. Mostly I did a lot of base cleanup, mostly underground, as I'll show you here in a second. I also got this thing set up. Maybe I did that on camera last episode, but I'm not sure. In any case, I think the cable's new. All right, so come down here, and the whole floor is opened up a bit more. Good for getting around better. I also took my Endervor here, and I hooked it up so that it will pull water from other machines. It's going to pull out the water on blue, so it doesn't accidentally go into any other machines, if you will. I also have the drum here using the conduits, so that will supply the blast furnace as well as feeding back into the arc furnace as it needs more oxygen and as it pulls out of the electrolyzer. Also, I think, where's the... Okay, as you can see here, I have, well, maybe you can't see, it's very, oh, no, I see it. Liquid coal gas. So I made some coal gas because I want to get that distilled at some point, just to get the ammonia. I think I was told I only need about 2 buckets of ammonia, and then after that, it's a closed loop for a, well, as for what, I don't remember right now, but I'll probably look back on my notes and figure that out shortly. Let's see, what else? I will be moving all of this to conduits. I just have to sit down and be careful I don't break anything in the process. To that end, though, I did get some more ender fluid conduits. I also made some fluid filters. So this will go inside the ender IO conduit, and that will act as a, you know, a filter, basically. Say, okay, insert this fluid or extract that fluid kind of deal. And that's very nice, being able to filter things so easily with Ender IO. Okay, so I did pre-craft something, and that is the medium voltage extruder. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in inventory. There's the quest. I'll just like I guess I'll just put it here. Okay. Then I can break that with the wrench, which is nice. All right, so I'll put that here. Now, I need to make a mold. And the mold I'm wanting is the large pipe extruder. Or large pipe. Large pipe. Okay, I guess I need to make... What the hell? Why is that... Have so many... Okay. Ah, damn it. I need a file. Did I put the file away somewhere? Oh. There it is. Okay. Okay, back to what I was doing. Large pipe. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay. And with that... Oh, no, let's do it this way. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we have a large pipe extruder shape. And we're going to go ahead and put this into the extruder, of course. Now, the reason why I'm wanting this is to get what are called super tanks. And these can hold 4,000 buckets of fluid, which is amazing, right? So the tank itself doesn't need too much crazy items. A steel crate. Wait. Wait, super tank. Oh, here we go. Did I click on the wrong item? Oh, super chest. That's what I'm... Okay. Super tank is what I want. That holds 4 buckets, 4,000 buckets, like I said earlier. So the crazy thing here is I need this hermetic casing. And the hermetic casing requires some polyethylene. And that is going to come from... Where's the reactor shape? or we need to solidify polyethylene. And polyethylene comes from air and ethylene. So I already have this kind of set up over here. I'm just going to be borrowing a reactor. Let's see where. All right, so I need to pull the vinyl chloride out of there. And I know I have ethylene. There we go. Ethylene. Polyvinyl chloride. Wait, do I have... Okay, I just take that out. Okay, so we have some polyethylene there. Large pipe. I don't think I'm going to need too much of this. No, what am I doing? Super tank. Okay, that only... Okay, 6 ingots worth. Okay, we might need more ethylene. Which means we're probably going to be needing more fluid. Or oil. Okay, so we might need to come back to this in that event. Okay. Gonna come over here just for a second and let's just go ahead and get that solidified. Oh, you know what? Shoot. Can I reprocess this? What's the point of that? Is there no... Okay, I guess I can extract it. But I needed to turn it back into ingots. Or do I? Yeah, I probably did. Well, oops. Let me just get that re-extracted. Oh. Okay, well, I'll have to get a mold for that, but for the time being, I'm going to put that there. And vinyl chloride. Okay, so I also went about getting some rock salts, and that is just a way to get chlorine, but also potassium. Potassium is going to be useful for making ender pearl dust, right? And that's gated at HV though, so we're kind of stuck there. But that would be useful for later, for sure. I think down here I did add more turbines. We got about 9 turbines now, and they seem to be going full blast, so we could probably kick in some more steam if we wanted to. And then lastly, I think I also upgraded this capacitor bank, so now it's a advanced capacitor bank, and it can hold 5 million RF. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, so let's see. Let's just go look into the quest book here and see what we can get into today. Electrolyzer might be good. Oh, you know what I've been meaning to do for the longest time, and now I finally had the parts to do it. We can make a Atomic Reconstructor. So why don't we go ahead and make that, shall we? Okay. So let me go ahead and grab some of these parts that I know I have. Like that. How many cables? But 1, 2, 3, 4. I did make some copper cables too for crafting purposes. Now, I do believe we have black quartz, check, and aluminium. And that, right, okay. Vending machine. So we are going to need, okay, 4 circuits for that. Oh, and the big boy circuits. Otherwise, it's going to be lead. Oh, the emitter is the quest that we need to do. Okay. Why don't I just go ahead and make the emitter then for on-camera progress? So that's going to be all of that. Well, actually, you know what? This is a long process to make these. Long enough that I don't want to burn too much time. So let me go ahead and I'll get all the items made up and then we'll come back and craft it. Actually. Atomic Reconstructor. We have that. We can get that easily. Okay, so basically, okay, it's only the emitters that's really the big issue here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some lead for plating, and that should be basically the brunt of this work. All right. Let me put away some stuff here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And well, before we do that, we could probably get into making. We could probably get into doing some of these other machines here. There's a lot of progress that we need to get into. I never did make this. Never did get this quest done. Oh, you know what? With Atomic Reconstructor, though, I can get that quest done, no problem. Yeah, okay. So I'll be back in a few minutes, and I'll figure out what I want to do. All right? Back in a bit. Hey, everybody. So we are back. All right, so as you can see here, I've got the parts all for the MV emitter. I'm going to go ahead and craft that. Excuse me. And there's that quest. All right. So there is the Atomic Reconstructor. And I like how, if you notice, the little tooltip changes for some reason. Spatial swapper. Material shiftulator. Component recombobilizer. All right. Anyway, all right. So this is going to be a very, very nice thing. Go ahead and grab about, I don't know, about 8 of that. Do I have any steel? I do. Oh, I don't need that many steel. I'm gonna put that back. Okay. I have a redstone. Good. Just need a little bit of wood. Not that. There we go. Okay. And bada boom. All right. And I'm gonna need some conduit because we are gonna pipe this with power, of course. Now the question is where to put this baby. I think maybe like. Maybe like right there. There we go. Oh, well, that just killed my... you know what? Whatever, it's fine. Fortunately, I don't have nearly enough space to make it. Shoot, okay. Let me see if I can't appropriate some conduit. Okay, there's some energetic. There's some wire right there. Conduit, there we go. Binder. Okay, cool. Go ahead and make some of this more real quick. So the ultimate goal right now, the biggest goal, is to get into AE2. And that will help me automate a lot of this process, the process of making items and such. The big thing, however, is the growth accelerator is going to, or the growth chamber rather, is gated by a blue steel, right? So we need to get, well, we need to get these perfect crystals right here. And the only way that we're going to be able to do that right now is by waiting it out. So we're going to be making these little seeds here. Cirrus quartz seed, for example, which is made from sand and some cirrus quartz dust or nether quartz or fluix crystal dust, whatever. We have to put that in a pool of water and then wait hours, which thanks to the power of a server, I can let it run overnight and come back to it the next day. Thing is, though, in order to get the perfect fluix crystal, we are going to need a fluix crystal, right? And that, well, okay, here we go. Drop 1 charged cirrus quartz, 1 nether quartz, and 1 redstone, and you get 2 crystals. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the only way to make a charged crystal is A, by energetic diffuser, or the quest for AE2, which should require us to make... Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Ah, here we go. The charging quartz, or the charger right here. That's going to be dark steel and cirrus quartz plate. So that's not altogether terrible. I could easily make that and start getting into AE2, or at least the beginnings of it. because we're going to be needing a lot of medium voltage machines here too. So that needed dark steel, right? So that's fine. We can get that. Electrolysis chamber, machine block. Oh yeah, now that we can make the advanced electrolyzer, we can make better block breakers to get rid of those. Right, so that's a good thing. So I'll probably do that maybe in this episode. Okay, so that... Oh shoot, I need to fix that. There. So I right-clicked at the front of it, so it'll only work when I give it a redstone pulse. So if I can get out of here... I know I made some buttons, and those are really a pain in the ass to make. There we go. All right, come back over here. And we're gonna cover this floor up. Okay, gonna put that button right there, right? Now, if I take the coal here, I'm gonna drop it in front of the machine face there. Hit that button, boom. We get void crystals. The void crystals can not only be used to make the dark steel, but they can be used to make... Oh, here we go. The auto breaker. Right. But we also need this coil, which needs Restonia. And Restonia is much the same with redstone in front of the Reconstructor. We'll get the crystals there. So now that's opened up for us, but also we can get the dark steel, like I mentioned earlier. So we'll go ahead and put that in there, and that will cook up. Now, I don't remember. I think we needed about 12 dark steel for that quest. Yeah, okay. So let me go ahead and just get that done. Okay. Oh, wrong item. Nope. There we go. Pop that in there and pop that in there. Now, I wanted the long range breaker. And that is going to require 3 of the breakers: vibrant alloy, emeraldic crystal, and diamantine. However, we can all make that now. We have the Reconstructor, so all I need to do is put diamond in front of the machine. You put emeralds in front of the machine and break that down. So yeah, that shouldn't be too hard anymore. Go ahead and put that in there, get that cooked up so I can get to making this off camera. And bada boom. Bada boom. And that's fine, I don't need that. We'll get that. Oh, Applestone. Okay. And boom. Okay. So all in all, very simple. Dark steel. I would love to get some Certus quartz crystal plate. Do I even have any Certus quartz crystal? If I can get the charger going, charger made, and then get to making the seeds, that'll be a very good episode. There we go. I know I started to make the seeds, but I stopped because I didn't have the means to get the charged Certus quartz, or the fluid Certus quartz. The charger, again, needs 5 dark steel plates. Okay. So there's that quest. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to be needing a drawer for the charger. And as for why, well, there's a little trick that I do that allows me to store the uncharged crystal and the charged crystal in the same drawer. The crystal itself, the charger itself is pretty smart about items, so it knows when to put them in. It knows when to pull the item. It knows what item to pull out when and where. Okay. And I have the conduits now, so I don't need to really worry about any Greg techness. to do that. Okay. Plates. There we go. Okay. Charger. Bada boom. Request. Oh, I think I might need to get the charge, the crystal, the charge part done. Okay, so I might as well put this over here. It'd be a good spot as any. And we should be able to put that there. And then something like this should work. Insert. There we go. Okay, so next we need to feed it power. And the great thing about AE2 early game is that you'll be able to feed it power with RF. But later on, you'll be able to feed it the AE2 power. So that has power, as you can see in the tilt up there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of the Certus quartz. Oh, wait a minute. Clave. Oh, duty. Oh, wait, didn't I make an autoclave? I did make an autoclave, didn't I? Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. Let me just grab... Do I even have any free tanks? Oh, first things first. Where's that? No. Let me back up here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I can't wait to get AE2 so I can stop dancing around inventories and chests and all that crap. Oh, over here. Okay, so there's the autoclave. Oh, great. I don't think I need to do anything here. So what I'm going to do... Oh, right. Okay. So... Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. And boom. And boom. Hopefully they didn't put anything. Damn it! That's fine. Okay, there we go. Great. Oh, and I need to turn that off. There. So there. Now we are getting activated with Certus Crystal. Which... Okay, I guess we could just go ahead and put this in here. Right? And there we go. It puts it into the charger here. It charges it and extracts it. It might be good to get a drawer key so I can lock it. But now we have charged Certus Crystal. So let's see. I guess I could do this on camera now. Not too much left to do. So I know I made some seeds, like I said earlier. Let me see if I can't dig those up here. Here we go. Certus quartz. Let me put this away and this away, this away. Nether quartz, right? So we have those 3 seeds. Now we just need a great deal of nether, the flux crystal. So let's see, calculator. I want 64 seeds, right? And that's 2 per craft, so that's 32 flux dust that I need. And the recipe makes 2, so I need about 16 of these crystals, 16 redstone, and 16 nether quartz. I'll put that down there for now. I don't need it right now. Oh, nope, wrong button. Wrong. There we go. So while that charges, I'm gonna go grab some of the other items I'm gonna need. That is not. Oh, here we go. So 16 of that. 16 of that. All right. Now, I just need to go find a body of water in my base, which should be in the very open front here. Okay, so gonna drop. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go. They combine into flux crystals. So now with that, we're just gonna come over here, drop these into the grinder, and I do need to make an LV macerator. But now that I have MV, I might just go ahead and jump for the. Oh yeah, look at that. Don't have to worry about any stupid gear or anything. Just a machine hull, some circuits. Yeah, much nicer. So I'll probably make this off camera, and we'll come back to that. So, okay, that's gonna be done in a second here. I'm gonna go grab some sand. Sand. Might not have any sand left over. No worries, I'll just go ahead and forge hammer up some stuff. There we go. Speaking of the forge hammer here, yeah, great way. Whenever I need oxygen, I just pretty much come here, pound up some of the gravel into sand, smelt that in the arc furnace, smash in glass, centrifuge, all that good stuff. All right, so let's go back to the grinder over here. All right, so that should be enough to make 64 Fluix crystal. And I'll probably end up making more. Oh, wait, what am I doing? There we go. So now we have the 3 seeds, right? Nether quartz, Fluix, and Ceres quartz. Does the NEI ever tell you how much time it needs? I don't think it does. It's probably gonna be like a day and a half or something. Okay. Well, quick Google says about 8 hours. So I can just go ahead and put this in the water and log off for the day, and that will be fine. But that's also assuming that the information that I got from Google was accurate and not for a different pack or something like that. Pure. I mean, looking at the recipes here, it looks like the Fluix crystals are mainly needed for the chests. The AE controller is in this. Are channels in this? Oh god, I hope there's not channels. I'll have to find that out. Or maybe does a quest book tell you about this? Doesn't seem to mention it, but it's Noma factory, so I think we should be fine with just the energy acceptor. Okay. Right. So what was I looking at? I was looking at the pure crystal stuff. So it looks like that is. The formation cores. It looks like they don't. I'm wondering why I need pure. But in any case, I'll find out more about the channels thing. Probably go into creative mode or something. But for now, I have the seeds here. Let's go ahead and actually no, I'll wait. I'll make some more off camera and then drop them in for the day. But that's been an episode. That is great. Now that we have the Reconstructor, we can make a lot of cool things. And as we work our way through AE2, hopefully that will come sooner than later, and I can clean up my base. All right, that is all for now. If you did enjoy, please leave a like or comment down below, and I will see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.